Hey everybody, good morning, good afternoon, whenever you watch this, great day. So today's topic is about setting boundaries. Now I'm not fisting Ayana or Dr. Phil you about some boundaries. What I will say is I agree with them that boundaries do need to be set. However, um, your boundaries are your boundaries for your household, right? So everybody's household is different. So there's a different boundary if you're trying to raise, you know, uh, kids in your belief. First of all, let me go there. Let me start there first. You need to know what you believe in. So before you could even set boundaries for your kids, you got to look at you. If you believe in God through Jesus, great, live it. If you believe in Buddha, great, live it. If you believe in being gangster to the bone, great, live it. Because if you're not living what you believe in, your kids will live a lie. You're telling them to do this, but you're living like that. And guess what they're going to imitate? Not what you're telling them to do. They're going to imitate what you do. So if you don't want them being a hoe, hey, guess what you don't need to be? Ooh, somebody ain't gonna like that. If you don't want them ending up in jail for shooting people, guess what you don't need to be? A liar, somebody who shoot people. So stick to your belief system and live it. Let them see you live it. Let them know what your beliefs are. This might be a little shaky. So, for instance, I'm gonna give you an example. My kids know, I'm a spiritual person and I love the spirit of the Lord. However, they also know I believe in punching kids in the face. Keep in mind, I don't think of them as kids. I think of them as smaller humans because there's some big humans that I don't mind. Well, I do mind, but I feel like punching in the face, right? So my kids know this woman crazy. She don't care. She believed that we could get punched in the face. Now, do I punch him in the face? No. Will I punch him in the face? Maybe. But by them knowing that I don't care about a kid getting punched in the face, guess what it causes them to do? It causes them to be more cautious and careful about crossing my boundaries because they know one of the consequences of crossing the boundaries may be she might punch us in the face. Now, I say that as a drastic scenario, right? But sometimes we have to do drastic things to turn drastic situations around. What I mean is when you as an adult want to do something, how hard is it for somebody to stop you from running into a brick wall? If you want to drink that liquor, can't nobody tell you not to drink liquor. I'm grown. Well, guess what? It's not because you grown. It's because you human. And kids are little humans. So when they want to do something, they probably going to do it, spite what you say. But if you're living a lifestyle that shows them the consequences of their actions, they will be more hesitant. So again, set boundaries. Let them know what you believe in. Let them know what's right, what's wrong in your household, especially being their number one investor. If you are your children's number one investor, you need to let them know how to deal with you. You shouldn't be dealing with no doggone kid. They should be dealing with you. My kids know. Ain't too much I'm fixing to take off of them at all. You'll be hungry. You'll be homeless or you'll be clothless. I am your number one investor and you're not even old enough to get a job yet. So why am I tiptoeing around you? You a little human. I'm a big human. Big bank, I always take little bank. And I'm going to win every single time. So my word to you today, parents, are set clear boundaries. If you lie to me, that will get you punched in the face. If you steal from me, that will get you put out my house. If you do this, that will equate to this. And then when it's done, parents, pull up your big girl panties, put on your big guy drawers, and then do the consequences. Don't feel sorry because you have to punish or give consequences to your kids. They weren't feeling sorry when they disrespected their number one investor. As a company that has investors that do things against the investors' wishes, the investors will pull out. And guess what you should do, parents? Pull out. Stop giving these kids so much and they ain't giving you nothing. You got kids skipping school, can't pass, talking to you crazy, and yet they got new iPhones. First of all, you talk to me crazy, I will get rid of every TV, every phone, every radio in this house. You'll be sitting here doing blah, 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 and creating your own music from shoestrings and a cardboard box. Get tough and don't feel bad because you got to get tough, because this flesh is tough. This flesh wants its way. So sometimes you got to do what you got to do to teach that flesh. That ain't the way you really want, especially dealing with me, your number one investor. So when you find somebody who could deal with you, that will feed you, clothe you, and love you the way I do, then go to them. But as long as I got to invest in you, this is what you're going to get out of me. And they need to conform to your ways. But that means you got to really watch your ways. Be careful what you let them see you do. My kids know I don't mind tripping a crippled man. But because they know I don't mind tripping a crippled man, they're not going to do some things because they're like, oh, Lord, if my mom going to do it to him, she'll definitely do it to me because she invests in me. Doggone right. Love your kids enough to fight for them. I have a cousin and an auntie right now fighting for their kids' soul every day, giving up their lives for their children. Love your kids enough to save them. And that might not look pretty. That might actually look really ugly when you think about it. My kids want to steal? They ain't got to go to jail. I'm going to take you there. Juvenile, here we come. And sit them down and leave them. At least for a day. No games. If this is what you want to do, it's my job as a parent to show you the path you're on and where it ends up. So if you want to be on that path, fine. This is where you're going to end up. And I'm happy to parent you there. It's not my job to change who they are. It's my job to grow who they are. And if you a jailbird, you might as well start young. Here's some noodles. Here's some chips. Here's some cheese. Get to making a spread, baby. It's all about growing your children as a parent. And where they go is where you lead them because they're following you. So if you don't want them in mess, then you stop being in so much mess. If you want them to forgive, then guess what you got to do too? Forgive. That's my life, my point of view today. One more thing. About these kids calling CPS. They can't call if you take every phone out of the house. Period. The end. I got a cell phone. They can't call if you drive them to the police and tell them, please, get them. Because they planning on calling CPS on me because I love them. So I want to send them to somebody who don't give a damn about them. Excuse me, Ain't Wonder, if you're watching. And leave them there. They don't have to call CPS on you. You as a parent have a right to call CPS on them. And drop them off. And keep them there. Took my kids to the gutters of Dallas. The gutters. You want to be a gangster? There you go. Here the gutter go. They were calling me quite shortly. Because that's not how I raised them. I didn't raise them gutter. Now, if you're raising your kids gutter and that's your belief system and you want them to be gutter because that's what you is, hey, deuces to you, 100. I ain't knocking nobody. But then live it 100%. Don't be like wavering and stuff. Be who you are. Be proud of who you are. And then don't be mad at your kids when they end up just like you. That's it. Y'all have a good day. Bye.